Within the Settings dashboard, you can set up users, user groups and positions. You may also use system metadata connections to access this type of information, but do be aware that these connection types can only be utilized if the user is authenticated in the system. The system metadata connection is always available. It's not established by an account administrator, nor can it be edited in the Connections dashboard. There are 3 actions available. In this tutorial, we will look at the action for positions. It's quite likely that you will use the positions action alongside the users action, and that's what we're going to do in this tutorial. In this user information form, we already have a system metadata connection with the users action that populates the user dropdown on opening, and a second user action that populates most of the fields once a user has been selected. For this demonstration, the key piece of information is the user ID, which will be populated when a user is selected. When that user ID is populated, which also means when the data in that field changes, we will use a positions action to populate the positions table at the bottom of the page. Before we do that, however, we need to be mindful that the choice of user can be changed several times. So prior to using the connect command to populate the positions table, we should include a set table rows command to remove anything that might already be in the table. We will use a connect command, the system metadata connection and the positions action. We will use the user ID field as the source for the send parameter. And we will use the name return parameter to return all positions that the user occupies into the table. Do be aware that although a position can only be occupied by a single user, it's quite feasible that one person might occupy more than one position, and that's why we are populating the positions into a table object. Also be aware that it's quite possible that an individual user might not occupy any positions at all. If we leave the connection as it is, then in this situation there will be an expected connection error and an error message will be returned. It would be prudent therefore to turn off the show error message option. Let's test the behaviour by running the preview option. That concludes the demonstration on using the system metadata connection and the positions action.